This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Highclimber Ball Field on the campus of Shelton High School. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, starts coverage of high school spring sports with a baseball season opener featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Klahowya Eagles. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is Jerry Apple.
Hi, Diedrich.
As mentioned, this is opening day of the 2025 season. Last year, Shelton was in a Class 2A school. This year, the Highclimbers are Class 3A, but are still in the Evergreen Conference. Shelton got into the District 4 tournament in 2024 after finishing third in EVCO play. Highclimbers lost their 2 postseason games and finished the season with an 11-10 record. Klahowya, which plays in the Class 1A Nisqually League, also made the district tournament last year after finishing third in the standings. The Eagles also lost their 2 postseason games last season and finished with a 13-8 record. Klahowya participated in a scrimmage on Monday at Central Kitsap. The Eagles lost their first 3-inning outing 9-6 to the host Cougars and played Olympic to a scoreless tie in their second 3 innings. This will be Shelton's first action of the season against another team that we know of. We don't know that for sure, but that we know of. And no record of these teams playing each other before today. And I would say that Jerry's got the starting lineups and whatever, but we're starting early.
Okay. I'll just read out the first few.
Okay.
Leading off for the Klahowya Eagles will be number 5, the center fielder, Carson Moore. Batting second will be Carson Lunguth, the shortstop, number 2. Batting third will be number 4, the first baseman, Camden Dickey. Batting cleanup will be number 11, Aiden Michael, the pitcher. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Ulysses William. And now we'll start the play.
Yeah, well, Carson Morris coming up to bat. He went 0 for 2 versus Central Kitsap
against Central
on Monday. That's right. We should probably tell everybody about the pitching prospects here. Who is on the mound?
The mound is Daniel Crossan.
First pitch is straight up the middle with a base hit into center field. Rounding first base is Moore. He'll hold up there. So 1 pitch, 1 hit, and 1 on.
And now up is your shortstop, number 2, Carson Laguth. And Carlson against Central Kitsap was 0 for 2 on Monday.
So got a runner at first base. I remember what I'm doing here. And you're sure that's Carson on the mound and not Wyatt DePoe, Jerry? I know that's what we have. I'm trying to find the right thing here. Runner goes from first, throw to second. I think they got him. They did. They got him as he slid into the tag out there by, I don't know, who's wearing number 3? My numbers are all wrong.
Number
Jerry.
34 that I have is Wyatt DePoe. So that's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and make that change, all right?
Okay, so we're 1 out now. Next batter is number 2 for Klahowya. That's Carson. Well, he has 2 strikes on him. I'm just trying to catch up, folks. Everything's new right now. There's a pop-up out of play heading towards the pool. And the count remains 0-2. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to get everything to work and nothing's working properly.
Yeah.
There it goes. There, try that. There's a ground ball up the middle again off the glove of DePoe. Scooped up there by the second baseman. Thrown over to first, not quite in time. And there's another runner on first base.
So that's the second hit for the Eagles. And now up is number 4, the first baseman, Camden Dickey. And Camden Dickey against Central Kitsap was 2 for 2, had a double, and scored a run.
Jerry, I got to correct myself. The pitcher is Daniel Crossan. He's wearing number 34. This is all different than what I wrote out on that sheet, so you can just pretty much ignore all that.
My fault.
No, not your fault. It's different. So 1 out, 1 on. There's a little strike, a drop to the first strike. Jax Ward did a great job getting to that ball. And it's 0-1. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the first inning. There's a line drive that goes out of play up the third base line. And snowballs and 2 strikes. One out, 1 on. Runner at first base takes his lead. Here's the 0-2 to Dickey. Pitch on the way. Fly ball center field high. Going back. Carlson grabs it over his shoulder, and that records out number 2 for the Eagles. Runner holds there at second base.
And now
or first
up,
base, excuse me. Sorry, Jerry.
Now up is number 11, your pitcher, Aiden Michael. Aiden Michael against Central Kitsap in the Jamboree was 0 for 2. Did have a walk, and he scored a run.
So runner at first. First pitch in there for strike 1. It has been such a long time, Jerry, that I've worked these controls on this thing. I don't even know what I'm doing here. There we go. Next pitch in there just a little bit low, but hit that strike zone for strike 2. So 0-2 to Dick. Who's the batter, Jerry?
The batter is Aiden Michael.
Aiden Michael, okay. Thank you. Trying to get myself oriented. 2 out, 1 on. And Crossan will step off.
And Aiden will be doing the pitching duties for the Eagles.
Another step off. Gets the runner back to first base. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on. Top of the first. Pitch on the way. Fly ball. That's headed to the mini dome and out of play. And the count remains no balls, 2 strikes.
I want to thank you for bringing the tent today.
Well, you know, I was smart and I tested my tents this morning. And
your big one?
The big one would not stay up. I forgot about that. Oh, everything's getting wet down here. Oh, my goodness. Have to pull things back here in a minute. Pitch on the way and a line drive. That's going to drop into center field. Gloved there. I think it's Jensen, and diving back to second base safely is Dickey.
That's the 3rd single for the Eagles. The first person that got a single was thrown out, though.
Right.
So we do have 2 people on base. And now up is number 10, the right fielder, Ulysses Williams. And Ulysses Williams
scored a run.
Yeah, he scored a run. He pitched.
Just an inning. That's
yeah,
all.
1 inning, yes.
Yeah. Won't have to get into that. Man, this is not working well, Jerry. All right, this is kind of ridiculous. But we got 2 out, 2 on. Runners at first and second. Waiting for the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball, that's going to go foul. Third baseline for strike one.
Number 10, Ulysses Williams, is your 5th batter for the Eagles.
Here's next pitch. Just hit that outside corner for strike two. So 0-2 the count to Dickey. I'm sorry, not Dickey, Williams. Where's my mind, Jerry? I'm just out of sync here. Here's the 0-2 from Crossan. High, ball one. I believe that's his first ball that he's thrown.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent with the strike zone. You're right, Diedrich.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Runners at first and second for the Eagles. Top of the first inning, no score. Here's a pitch on the way. Check swing, and still a little bit outside. And a little low, ball 2, so 2-2 the count. Well, here's the thing I like to say. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Again, runners at second and first. Or first and second, however you want to say it. Here's the pitch to the plate. Outside, and that will go full count, Jerry.
It hasn't taken you too long to get into the rhythm.
Well,
you're
forgetting I got this thing to worry about here in my hand.
I know.
And there's benefits of having artificial turf for playing, but not for broadcasting.
Full count.
Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Pitch on the way, fly ball. Center field on the run out there. Clubbing it on the run is going to be, and it's Michael Carlson, and that'll end the inning. So the Eagles leave a couple. Can't get them home. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Hold on a second here. Something went awry here. Well, I guess we'll keep you here, Jerry, if you have a summary.
I do. For the Klahowya Eagles, they had 3 hits, 3 singles, no walks, no runs, and they left 2 on base. It's down here.
No, don't worry about it.
I'm going to get it.
Okay. I'm just trying to get our commercial breaks out. We couldn't even get to them yet. I'll get it, Jerry. Don't worry about it. You got to go around the long way. Somehow I'll get to it.
Okay.
This is why the big tent would be better.
I know. I'm going to turn this over every time I have a chance, okay?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
To finish my thought, though, on the artificial turf, it's great for... Sorry, we're on the air here.
A rest area?
Trying to
Rest,
do
rest area? Yeah, right there in that building, the first double door. You're welcome.
God damn it. I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
I'm trying to deal with electronics, and people think we are information. And I told him we're in a broadcast, and he says, I don't care. Well, I don't care either. All right. Sorry, folks. I'm just trying to keep things dry here and get the computer to work.
You want me to go ahead and...
Yeah, well, they haven't even got there, but you can. All right. Okay, so it's Carl Turnbow leading things off.
I'll start off, okay? Leading off for the Highclimbers is number 22, Carl Turnbow. He is playing third base tonight.
And first pitch in there is
Some
a
good
ball.
speed on that, good velocity on that, Diedrich. Throwing hard.
We're in the bottom of the first inning.
This is the first game for the Highclimbers, and
Well, the first official game for the Eagles.
yeah,
Pitch on the way. 1-1 is the count now, I should say, Jerry. Got to keep me on top of things.
the pitcher for Klahowya is number 11, Aiden Michael.
There's a swing and a miss, and that's out number 1.
And now batting is number 34, Daniel Crossan, he is the pitcher.
So 1 out, nobody on. If I remember right, Jerry, Crossan was more, 22 last year or something like that?
Yeah, he pitched last year, yes. I can't remember his record now.
Pitch on the way, that's going to be low and outside for ball 1.
But he was one of their starters.
There's a strike on the outside corner. So 1-1 is the count. Nobody on, 1 out. Pitch on the way. Ground ball right to first base. First base will glove it and trot over to record the out. So 2 away for the Highclimbers here in the bottom of the first inning.
And now up is your catcher, number 2, Jax Ward. And Jax started last year at catcher.
So no score, nobody on, 2 out for the Highclimbers here. Pitch on the way. That one's fouled off for strike 1. Well, that sheet's ruined. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on. Here's a pitch to Ward. Outside corner, strike 2.
I've been impressed so far with the pitcher for the Eagles.
Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing, that one's fouled straight back. That had some velocity on it. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes to Ward.
Yeah,
2 out.
Swinging late, aren't they?
Yeah. 2 out. Nobody on. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a chopper. That's going to stay in the infield. Going over to get his pitcher. He'll slide in. Throw to first. A little late, and Ward's on first base.
So first hit for the Highclimbers, and now batting cleanup. The number 7. What the heck?
Well, number 7 by my sheet is somebody else. I do not have it, Jerry.
I have Gunnar Jensen.
Yeah, I don't. I'm going to assume that's who it is.
Okay.
Actually, this is going to be. That is going to be Jacob Jacoby, Jerry.
Jacob Jacoby.
Yeah.
So we're going to switch his number to from
Number
33 to 7.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pitch on
Thank
the
you.
way is low for ball 1. 2 outs, 1 on. And a 1-0 or 1-0 count. The next pitch is low for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 out, 1 on. Jax Ward over at second or first base. Here's a kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ward heads to second base. Actually, this was a pinch. This is a pinch runner, Jerry, number 4. He's safe over there at second base, and I don't have his name right here. Could be Boston Madison. So runner in scoring position. There's a pitch on the inside for strike 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike to the batter. Here's pitch on the way. There's a chopper back to the pitcher. Going to scoop it up, throw over to first, and that'll do it for the Highclimbers in their half of the first. So we head to the second. 0-0 is their score. The Highclimbers get 1 on base. Leave them out there at second. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
what is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
And we're back here, second inning on the way. Klahowya Eagles coming up, no score as of yet.
Yeah, and leading off for the Eagles will be number 3, the catcher, Logan Hintz. And Logan Hintz, in the last game against Central Kitsap, was 1 for 2, had an RBI, scored a run. He did pitch the first inning, had 4 earned runs on 3 hits and threw 2 walks. So, stepping in, Logan Hintz.
This is kind of worthless too, Jerry. It's too far behind.
Yeah, I'm holding it like this.
Yeah, I know. Here's first pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Good velocity on that pitch. Swinging late was number 3, Logan Hintz.
Ward's going to go out and have a little chat. And that one might help me.
Yeah, Daniel Crossan was able to survive that first inning. It was able to get the Eagles out despite the 3 hits.
So, this is not working. Just want to put that away because that's not. There's a foul ball over our heads out of play. That's for strike 2. First batter leading things off for the Eagles here in the top of the second inning. The pitch on the way outside, strike out called, so that's out number 1.
And that's the first strikeout for Daniel Crossan. And that brings up now your 7th hitter in the game for the Eagles, number 6, Evan Beaver. He is the left fielder, and he was against Central Kitsap. He was 1 for 1, 2 RBIs, scored a run.
First pitch in there for ball 1. There's a ground ball that's going to be actually foul. Not really a ground ball, Jerry, was it? Came back at
chopper?
us. A chopper back at us. So what do we have? 1 ball and 1 strike, right?
1 ball.
Well, that had to be a strike.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it should be 1
1
and
and
1.
1.
You're right.
1 out, nobody on. Pitch low and in the turf for ball 2.
You know, I think we've learned not to always trust the board, even though it's a brand new scoreboard, and I know the person that's running it is pretty efficient.
Well, he's also getting used to new stuff. There's strike 2 called, so 2-2 the count.
Very good point, Diedrich.
I'm sure it's the same buttons. Like, it's also getting used to it. It's the same thing I'm dealing with right here. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and that is strikeout number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for
that's pretty good.
For Crossan, that's 2 down.
And now up is your 8th hitter, number 8, the third baseman, Josh Wood. Josh Wood was 1 for 2 against Central Kitsap. He pitched 1 inning against Olympic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pitch on the way, and there's a fly ball heading out there to right field, going out and getting it. And ending the inning.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you.
And that'll do it for the Eagles here. In their half of the second, we head to the bottom of the frame. No scores. Mesa Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and the Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
And we're back here heading to the bottom of the second inning. The Klahowya and Shelton. Shelton coming up. No score as we got, Jerry.
That is correct. No score. So far, the Eagles have 3 hits, and this is the second time up for the Highclimbers, and they have 1 hit, and that was by Jax Ward. Okay, leading off. Let me check the number here.
No, it's not going to be the same, Jerry.
Cam Winans.
Okay, you got that right?
Yep, and
okay,
he's a left fielder, but I don't have the number right.
All right.
He's 24.
Here's pitch on the way, and high ball 1. Where is it? Okay, there we go. So, 1-0. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2. They're trying to pitch around Winans for some reason, Jerry?
Well, he is the 5th hitter, so he's sure he has a little bit of power.
Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to
It'd be
Winans.
interesting to see what the velocity of the pitcher is. I would say it would be in the low 80s, but I could be very wrong.
So 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter. Winans for the Highclimbers here. In the bottom of the second inning, he'll take another ball 3. Held up on that one. He kind of wanted to swing at that one, Jerry, but he held up.
Yeah.
So 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on. He's the leadoff batter. For the Highclimbers, scoreless game. Here's the pitch on the way. High and ball 4, and that will send Winans to first base.
And now up is number 44, the right fielder, Kingston Cahoon.
So I'm assuming that's the
Son.
coach's son. Can't always, you know.
Fairly tall.
Fairly tall, but you can't always rely on that. So 1 on, nobody out. Here's pitch to Cahoon. Right at the knees for strike 1. Runner takes his lead at first base. Pitch on the way. Outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 to Cahoon. Takes his lead again at first base. Here's the 0-2 on the way. High ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 1 on. No score. Bottom of the second inning. Shelton at bat. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 1 for the Highclimbers.
And now up is number 19, Zane Hardy, your shortstop. 3rd batter in this inning for the Highclimbers.
Again, 1 on, 1 out. First pitch to Harding. Outside corner, boy.
He does have
boy.
Yeah, velocity.
Velocity and control, man. Hitting that outside corner for strike 1.
Yeah.
Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's going to be fouled way off the first base line. Out of play. And that's strike 2. So 0-2 to Harding. Runner takes the lead at first. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2.
And that's the second strikeout for the pitcher, Aiden Michael. And now up is number 13, and that is Gunnar Jensen. And Gunnar is the second baseman.
So here's the first pitch to Jensen, low and at the end knees again. That is great location. Great location for strike 1.
He took something off that fastball there, too.
Here's the 0-1. Runner takes the lead at first. 2 out. No score. Pitch on the way. Check swing. You got him. Strike 2.
I would say 90% of his pitches are fastballs or four-seamers.
So no balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, 1 on. Jensen waiting for the next pitch. Pitch on the way. High. That one gets out of the glove of the catcher. Going to go on there. He's going to trot over to second. No throw. So runner advances to second base.
Yeah, Cam Williams is on second base. Led off with a walk.
Winans, Jerry. That's Winans.
I'm sorry,
It's
Winans. Winans. Thank you.
We'll have all these things corrected by the next ball game, which, by the way, is tomorrow, weather permitting.
Oh, is that right?
Pitch on the way, outside ball, or actually that's strike 3. So the Highclimbers go down. They leave a guy at second. It's still scoreless. We head to the 3rd inning. Klahowya coming up. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Klahowya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
There we go. Now we're back here at Highclimber Field. No score. Klahowya and Shelton, top of the 3rd, and Klahowya is coming up.
Leading off is number 7, the 9th hitter, Braden Beeson. He's a second baseman, and he was 1 for 1 against Central Kitsap and pitched 1 inning against Olympic.
And takes first strike 1. Might have updated that too. All right. This is so much fun, folks. It's pouring down rain. Kick and the pitch. Just missed the outside corner that time. And it's going to be ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ground ball that's going to get scooped up by the shortstop. High throw. It goes all the way to the fence, and there's a leadoff single for the Eagles.
I would agree with you. That would have had to been a perfect throw to get him, and he was down that line pretty fast. Okay, now up is number 5, Carson Moore, the center fielder. He led off the first inning with a single.
So 1 on, nobody out for the Eagles in a scoreless game. Top of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. It's going to go over everybody's head, out of play for strike 1.
That was the 4th hit for the Eagles.
Okay. I'll trust you, Jerry. Next pitch on the way shows bunt, pulls it back, throw to first. Gets away from the first baseman and goes in to right field. The runner does hold, however. And that was a ball, wasn't it, Jerry?
Yes.
So it's 2 balls? 2 balls or 1 ball? Board says 2. We'll go with that until I hear, we're going to see it from the umpire here. Nobody out, 1 on. I'm going to go with 2 balls and 1 strike, Jerry.
Yeah, Carson Moore was thrown out to be the first out in the first inning.
Here's a pitch on the way, shows bunt. He bunts that one right up. It's going to be scooped up by the pitcher. Throw to first, not in time, and the Eagles have runners at first and second.
And we're going to have to give that an error. And that error would be on the first baseman.
So runners at first and second for the Eagles. Here is Carson Languth. Where's he playing, Jerry?
And he, number 2, he plays shortstop.
Shortstop, okay. Sorry, I didn't have time to get everything marked up. Jerry does all the...
I think I'm going to have to go to pencil.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to. So runners at first and second. Pitch on the way. Shows bunt. He'll bunt that one. Oh, they're going to hold that one up. What was the call on that one, Jerry?
It must have hit him
Okay.
as he was coming out of the...
out of the box?
Yeah.
So no pitch? Is that what that ends up being? Or is it a strike?
It would end up as a strike.
Okay, I'll go with that. So here's the pitch. There's a strike called.
We have 2 runners in scoring position. I don't know if you'd said
Oh, I
that.
didn't see that, Jerry. So the runners did go to second and third. I'm glad you're here, Jerry. You're paying attention. And I'm just dealing with technology.
Oh, you've got a lot of technology situations there.
Next pitch on the way. That'll be ball 1.
I've got the easy part, buddy.
I don't know about that, Jerry. Let's see. There we go, balls. There you go. We have 1 ball and 2 strikes. The board shows 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's Carson will step off, step back in.
Yeah, Carson got a single, by the way, back in the first inning. Forgot to say that.
So runners at second and third. Pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Goes up against the fence. Coming in to score is 1 runner. Rounding third and heading home. And there's 2. So 2-0, Klahowya. As the rain continues to fall here, and there's a timeout. So that's a 2 RBI single there, Jerry.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, boy.
This pitching coach is going to head out to the mound. So they shake it off. Start throwing strikes, right? Is that what you're saying, Jerry? Is that what you'd say?
Yeah, I'm saying that that was the second hit for the Eagles here, and that was like you said, scored 2 runs.
Yeah, Jerry, I'm going to move this over here.
Okay.
Trying to get it out of the water. This is worthless.
Now up is number 4, Camden Dickey, the first baseman. He flew out to center field back in the first inning.
So it's a 2-0 ball game. Klahowya on top. No outs, 1 on. Runner at first base. Here's the pitch on the way. It's going to be low for ball 1.
That is a beautiful new scoreboard.
It is. They're not quite operating it properly, but it's a nice board. I like it. It was sitting in the fencing last season. They needed to get the right people out there to get them to install it.
Okay.
If I remember right. So that's going to be a strike on the foul. So it's a 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 in, nobody out for the Eagles. They're leading 2-0. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing, that one's popped out of play over our heads. Headed to the tennis courts. When I got here, I noticed that the girls' tennis team was practicing in the auxiliary gym.
Yes,
I thought that was very strange, but then they were more aware that the rain was coming in than I was, because it was not raining when I got here at all.
No, it was okay.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 in, 1 on. Nobody out for the Eagles. They're leading 2-0. Pitch on the way. Outside. Throw to first. And guy dives bad. Just avoided that tag.
Nice try by Jax Ward. Good arm.
Winans just couldn't quite get it down. Keeping the runner back at first base now. So 2-2 the count. 2-0 the ball game, or the score. Pitch on the way. Just a bit low for ball 3, so the count goes full. This is Camden Dickey, right, Jerry?
This is Camden Dickey, and he flew out, of course, in the first inning to the center fielder, who's made several nice catches out there.
Waiting for the next pitch. Ground ball right into the glove of the shortstop. Scoop it over to, oh boy, a couple of errors right there. Thought they had it, and now we have runners at first and second for the Eagles. Nobody out. 2 runs are already in.
Being real careful with this pencil to just get things.
I got more pencils.
But
oh, your sheet is
wet,
just
the
yeah.
wet. For Shelton, I don't have a problem. That's not wet. That's part of the score sheet.
Yeah, okay.
But that's the second error on the Highclimbers, and has cost them a little bit.
So Crossan will head back to the mound after a quick chat with Jax Ward. Some more balls coming out. I'm sorry, folks, you can't really see it. There's water all over the camera. Water drops. And that's really what everything is here. I'm surprised we're not shorting out and blowing fuses, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Still have power coming through. So here's the first pitch. Outside, strike 1. Runners at first and second.
Yeah, still no outs.
Nobody out. 2 in, 2 on. 2-0. Pitch on the way. Ground ball straight up the middle. That's going to get into center field. Rounding third and heading home is 1 runner. He'll slide in safely, making it 3-0. Klahowya. And runners still at first and second. And nobody out.
And that is the 3rd hit of this inning for the Eagles.
This will bring up Williams, Ulysses Williams.
And we got to score 6-0.
Playing right field today.
No, 3-0.
3-0.
Excuse
me.
I
don't know. You were looking at the wrong sheet.
I was looking at hits. Sorry.
It's all right, Jerry. Here's a pitch on the way. It's high, but right at the shoulders for strike 1. It's like the rain lightened up a little bit here, Jerry.
Yeah, that's
just
nice.
a little bit.
That's nice.
Everything else is still wet, but okay. So the 0-1. Swing, that one's going to be a foul back there. Nice play, Jerry. Reach out there and grab that foul ball. So no balls in, 2 strikes to Williams. 3 in, 2
and
on, nobody out for the Eagles.
I apologize. Williams is 0 for 1. He's the right fielder.
Pitch on the way, check swing, tags him out. Is he out or?
It was a ball. I think he was thinking.
It was a drop. No, they're going to say he went, and that's going to be the first out in the inning, Jerry.
He had to refer to the other umpire on that. So that's
the first out. So 1 away.
And now up is number 3, Logan Hentz, the catcher. He struck out in the 2nd inning.
So 1 away and 2 on for the Eagles here, leading 3-0. 3 runs have come in here in this half inning. Pitch on the way, swing in, a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, you're right. It's only 3-0.
Well, that's what I'm putting up there. I don't know about that. So here's the 0-1. Fly ball. That one's to center field. Out there on the run to glove it there, and there it's out number 2. Runners head back and tag up and hold. So 2 out now for the Eagles here in the inning.
And now up is number 6, Evan Beaver, the left fielder. He struck out in the second inning. 0 for 1.
Still runners at first and second for the Eagles. 2 out now. 3 in. I'm standing in the water, Jerry.
Well,
Pitch on the way.
A lot better, I think.
Strike 1 called.
Unfortunately, some damage has been done.
Yeah. Here's the next pitch on the way. That's a ground ball right back to the glove of Crossan. Goes off his glove. Picked up there by the second baseman. Throw over to first for the out, and that will end the inning. But as Jerry just said, the damage was done. Klahowya takes a 3-0 in the lead. Highclimbers coming up. Bottom of the third. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Klahowya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Bottom of the third inning, we had 3-0. Klahowya on top. Highclimbers come up to bat.
Let me give a summary of the top of the third. 3 runs for the Eagles, no walks, and 3 hits, 2 left on base, and there was 2 errors.
By the Climbers.
By the Climbers, yes.
So leading things off is who, Jerry?
Michael Carlson,
Okay.
number 20, and he's the center fielder.
The only thing I can add to that, Jerry, says here he's a junior.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Not that that's relevant to anything in this game other than he's a junior. If
Yeah,
that's even accurate.
And I do have some of that information. Yeah, good, good.
That's the only thing I could add to everything that Jerry just said. So 3-0, the Eagles on top. The Highclimbers trying to, well, they're trying to get back in this ball game here.
And I got a dry score sheet here.
You can actually write on that one. That's good, Jerry. I like it. I'll give you another one if it hasn't been soaked out. There's a pitch that's low and at the knees, and it's going to be strike 1 called. What am I looking at? There I go.
That is a thought.
There's a thought. Well, I've got them if they didn't get too wet. I have a whole stack of them. There's another swing, and that one's going to be fouled off the screen above us. Strike 2. 0-2. Michael Carlson steps back into the batter's box. Pitch on the way. And another foul. Ooh, that one nearly took out the guy on deck, Jerry. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. So when you rely on technology, it really sucks when it doesn't work.
And this is a first bat for Michael Carlson.
Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be low for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. For the junior. Oh, Coach Cahoon's going to head to third base for the oh, that's not going to work, Jerry. Never mind. Pitch inside and high. It's going to be ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Has Coach Cahoon been over there at third base at all in this ball game? Have you noticed?
No, that's the first time he's been out there. He had another coach out there the last 2 innings.
We've got some activity in the bullpen out there for the Highclimbers, just so that we know. Yeah. Inside, ball 3, so the count goes full.
And I can see that this, because it's early in the season, you don't want to have a pitcher have too many, throw too many pitches.
And it looks like it's going to be Kingston Cahoon warming up over there in the bullpen. Here's the full count pitch outside, and there is a leadoff walk for the Highclimbers.
And that's the second walk given up by the Eagle pitcher. And now up is number 12, and that is Carl Turnbull, and that he's third baseman, and he struck out 0 for 1 in the ball game.
He's also a junior.
Thank you.
According to this sheet over here, if it's right. Pitch on the way, and he pops one up. It's a bunt that popped up, picked up by the pitcher, and he's safe over there first as Turnbow dove for the first base bag. So that'll put runners at first and second for the Highclimbers. Nobody out.
And now up is Daniel Crossan, number 34, the pitcher. He is 0 for 1, grounded out to the first baseman back in the first inning.
Crossan shows bunt as well. Both teams kind of going to the small ball here, Jerry. No long balls, just try to get some base runners and on some bunts. Runners take their lead, and Crossan will bunt one foul for strike one.
We're seeing both teams having some success at the bunting tonight.
Well, at least I think that's got to do with conditions, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Make them leg it out a little bit. Here's a throw to second. And Carlson dives back safely.
And like you said, trying to advance the runner.
Right.
Small ball. You're right.
Small ball. Trying to get something going here. Are the Highclimbers are trailing 3-0 here. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Nobody out, 2 on for the Highclimbers. Daniel Crossan the batter. Pitch on the way. It's high for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 runners on, no outs.
Don't we work well together? Finishing everybody's sentence. Or the thought we're having. Here's a pitch on the way. Shows bunt again. Crossan gets the bunt successfully. Pitcher bobbles it. Throws to first for the out there. However, the runners do advance to third and second, respectively. And that's 1 out for the Highclimbers.
And now up, the fourth hitter this inning is number 2, the catcher, Jax Ward. And Jax had a single and then advanced to second base back in the first inning.
It's a little bit of meeting on the mound there. Looks like Aiden Michael will stay in.
And Jax Ward was able to get the first hit back in the first inning for the Highclimbers. And we've enjoyed watching Jax play football, too.
Here's first pitch to Ward with 1 out and 2 on. Low and inside. That's ball 1. Again, runners at second and third for the Highclimbers. Trailing in this game 3-0. Pitch on the way. Fly ball, center field. Going back, turning around, and squaring up and catching it for the out. And a runner goes from third base and scores. Highclimbers get on the board. And runner over there at third base hanging on for dear life.
So Michael Carlson scores the first run for the Highclimbers and give a sacrifice fly to Jax Ward. I think that was probably it was nice that the Highclimbers had 2 runners in scoring position there when Jax came up, who is a dependable, very dependable hitter for the Highclimbers.
So 3-1 is our score now.
And now up is
2 out.
The cleanup hitter, Jacob Jacoby. And Jacob is 0 for 1.
Here's first pitch to Jacoby. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Two out, 1 in, 1 on for the Highclimbers. Jacoby waits for the 0-1 pitch. Swing, and that's a fly ball. Headed out there to left field. And right near the foul line is the left fielder gloves it, and that'll be out number 1. The Highclimbers get one back.
Out number 3.
Yep, that's it. For the inning, the Highclimbers get one back. We head to the 4th. Klahowya up 3-1. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And we're back heading to the 4th inning of play. Klahowya coming up. They lead 3-1.
The summary of the bottom of the 3rd for the Highclimbers, they had 1 hit, 1 walk, left 1 on, and they got 1 run. And now up for the Eagles is number 8, and this is Josh Wood, the 3rd baseman. He flew out to the 2nd baseman 0 for 1. Well, it's turned off a little nicer. Thank goodness.
At least the rain has stopped. Maybe things will start to dry out a little bit. And I'm just happy we're not electrocuting everybody. Because I had to plug in because my battery box would not work tonight. I think it's taken too many hits itself. Who's on the mound is for the Highclimbers, number 44, Kingston Cahoon.
Why is my hair standing straight up?
And that's because you're standing in water, Jerry. Oh, geez,
what?
You know, speaking of which, I just looked down and something's unplugged down here, Jerry.
Ooh. Well, I'm glad I'm glad I was sarcastic.
Yeah, well, he made me look. Excuse me while I duck under the table.
Okay.
And try not to get everything wet in the process. This is just the power to the computer, that's all.
Okay, Josh Wood now up. Leading off for the Eagles here in the top of the 4th.
Make sure I've got everything right. 3-1. I'm sorry, Jerry. Just getting everything rearranged here in our puddle of water on the table. Here's a pitch on the way. It's going to be low and hit the knees there for strike 1 call, Jerry. Good location. I thought it was going to be a ball.
And now we've got a new pitcher.
Yeah, I just said that. Cahoon.
Yeah, Cahoon. Thank you. I'll make a note of that here. Thank you.
Here's the 0-1. Same spot as the last time, strike 2 called. Just right there at the knees. I don't have any information on Kingston, Jerry. I don't even know if I'm assuming he's a freshman because we haven't seen him before. But then again, he may be a sophomore. And timeout has been called at the plate as Wood will step out. So no balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter for the Klahowya Eagles. They're leading this game 3-1. We're in the top of the 4th. Pitch on the way from Cahoon. There's a swing and a fly ball. Shallow left or right field. Going out to get it, and that'll be out number 1. So 1 away.
And now up is number 7, the 2nd baseman, Braden Beeson, and he scored a run back in the 3rd and is 1 for 1, has a single.
Okay. Just curious if he's any relation to the retired Shelton police chief, Carol Beeson. I'm wondering. I didn't think she had any relatives here when she came. There's a pitch just a little low and Goes for ball
So, new
one.
police chief, huh?
Well, no, she retired.
Okay.
The police chief is.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong button. We have a police chief. It's been a couple of years.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if there's any relation. Pitch on the way inside. It's going to be ball 2.
Got out of the way there.
So 2 balls and no strikes this time. As Beeson steps back in. He's pretty close to that plate, isn't he, Jerry?
He's fairly close, yeah.
But he's in the box, so it doesn't really matter. Here's a pitch on the way. Outside corner, strike 1 called. 2 balls, 1 strike. One out, nobody on for the Eagles. They're leading 3-1. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's going to be hit out of play over the clubhouse for strike 2, so the count goes even at 2-2.
So Klahowya had some success last year at the state, or
Oh,
they made it to state?
They made it to districts.
They made it to districts.
Right.
Okay.
And then lost a couple
Thank you.
in a row. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball 3. Actually, it's going to hit him, and heading to first base is going to be Beeson. So 1 on, 1 out for the Eagles.
And now up is number 5, Carson Moore. And Carson is 1 for 2. Had a single back in the first, got on by way of an error in the third.
So 1 out, 1 on. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Moore steps back in, waits for the next pitch from Cahoon. Here's the pitch on the way. That's going to be low and inside for ball 1. So 1-1 the count. Pitch on the way. That's going to be high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on for the Eagles here. Leading 3-1. Top of the 4th inning. Next pitch on the way. Outside for strike 2 called. It's like Cahoon has a little trouble finding that location from time to time, Jerry, but when he hits it well.
And I think they have respect for Jax Ward's arm.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on for the Eagles. Pitch on the way and a swing. That one's going to be fouled off. Count remains 2-2. For Carson Moore. Runner at first base. That's Beeson. Timeout called. Guess Ward wanted to talk things over with Cahoon. Looks like the rain, am I right, Jerry? The rain has kind of stopped. No, it's still a little.
Yeah, it's pretty well stopped.
Yeah,
a few dribbles.
A few little sprinkles here and there. Top of the 4th inning, 3-1. Klahowya with the lead. Carson Moore, the batter, with a 2-2 count. Pitch on the way, swing in. That one's going to be fouled off. Boy, Moore is really battling to stay alive here.
Yeah, he has.
Runner at first base, and Beeson.
This could be, I think it's the 7th pitch to him.
Wasn't that your job to keep track? Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Moore goes down swinging for out number 2. So 2 away now for the Eagles here in the 4th inning.
And now up is number 2, Carson Languth, the shortstop, and he is 2 for 2, according to my statistics that are getting a little bit interesting there. I think I got it.
I hope so, Jerry.
I'll double check.
Here's the first pitch on the way. That's going to be ball 1.
Yeah, he's got 2 singles. Yeah.
Languth. I like that name. Looks like the rain's going to start here very shortly, Jerry, if it's not already. Here's a pitch on the way, another high one. Gets away from Ward. Runner's going to go from first to second. Beeson safely over there at second base.
And Languth scored the 3rd run for the Eagles.
So two balls, no strikes, 2 out, 1 on. Runner in scoring position in Beeson at second base. Pitch on the way to Languth, low, ball 3. Waiting for the next pitch on the way. Wind kicks up. That goes outside and high for 4th ball. And Languth heads for space. So 2 on, 2 out for the Eagles here in top of the 4th.
Now up is number 4, the first baseman, Camden Dickey. And Camden is 0 for 1. He flew out to the center fielder in the 1st and got on by way of an error in the 3rd. So he's 0 for 1. And the rain is now picking back up.
I told you it's going to. It got dark really quick there.
Yeah.
Wind kicks in, blows in the clouds. Here comes more rain with that. So 2 out, 2 on. Here's the first pitch. Outside, strike 1. Dickey just stands right in there, Jerry. He doesn't flinch at all, does he? Mm-hmm. Waiting for his pitch. Here's the 0-1 from Cahoon to Dickey. Swing and a miss on a low one. So that's strike 2. It's 0-2. Oh, look, our photographer's here. She's busy. Don't bother her. So no balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, 2 on. Runners at first and second for the Eagles. They're leading 3-1 here. Pitch on the way, and it's a fly ball, playable out there. And that's going to go out of here. It's a home run, Jerry. It's a 3-run blast.
3 RBIs.
Makes it 6-1. Top of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up what, the pitcher?
Yes, that'll bring up the pitcher,
okay.
Aiden Michael. And he is also 2 for 2, 2 singles, Diedrich.
So 2 out. 3 in. Nobody on. For Michael, we'll take strike 1.
And Michael, Aiden has been pretty effective out there on the mound. He's thrown a 2-hitter so far.
Here is the second pitch to him. Strike on the outside corner. So 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called, and that will do it for the Eagles here in their half of the 4th. They do take a 6-1 lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Kids can't tell when food or drinks include cannabis, especially when the package is fun and colorful. Remember to store in a safe place, out of sight and out of reach. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV powered by HCC is being made possible by Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
And we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, 6-1, Klahowya with the lead.
Yeah.
The Highclimbers coming up. Go ahead, Jerry.
Leading off for the Highclimbers will be Cam Winans, the left fielder, and he got on in the 2nd inning by way of a walk. And was able to advance to 2nd, and that's it. Going back to the top of the 4th for the Eagles, they had 2 hits, no walks, and they had a hit batsman, and they scored 3 runs.
A home run.
Yeah, cleaned the bases. Well,
There were
3 RBIs.
Yeah, two guys on. A good blast out there to left field, just over the 330-foot mark out there towards the stadium. So here's the first pitch to Winans, outside, strike 1 called.
Yeah, it's always nice. 3 RBIs. Wow.
Just want to mention that, yes, Aiden Michael is still out on the mound.
Yeah.
Pitch on the way. Strike right down the middle of the plate for strike 2. So
Like I
0-2
said,
to
he's
Winans.
been pretty effective. Like I said, two hits off of him, and just 1 walk.
Here's pitch on the way, and that's high for ball 1. You know, I just noticed something, Jerry. Look out at the new scoreboard.
Okay.
Right under the Highclimber field, it says at bat and the number 24. I just noticed that.
That's great.
That is great.
I like that.
And it tells us who's up. Here's a pitch on the way. Strike 3 called on that outside corner, and Winans heads to the dugout for out number 1 for the Highclimbers here.
And that's the 4th strikeout for the Eagle pitcher. And now up is number 44, Kingston Cahoon, who's now pitching. Was playing right field. Excuse me.
Holding that bat, ready to get the first pitch on the way, outside and high, ball 1.
Still throwing with some pretty good velocity here in the 5th.
4th.
Or 4th. 4th.
Yeah, I had it wrong on the scoreboard, Jerry.
Did you?
I might have said it wrong, but it's in the 4th inning. I really do like this scoreboard.
I do
Pitch,
too.
swing and a miss there. Might have got a little bit of it, but it's strike 1. So 1-1 the count to Cahoon. 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here, trailing 6-1. Bottom of the 4th. Next pitch on the way. He went, strike 2.
Yeah. He tried to hold up, but
Just couldn't quite do it. Just thought wrong and better of himself a little too late. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cahoon, 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the 4th inning, pitch on the way. Outside corner, no, just too far outside for ball 2, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and miss, and that's going to be out number 2.
And now up is number 4, and this is Zane Harding. I'm assuming I'm correct.
I thought I heard Boston Madison number 4, but
I could be correct.
I really don't know at this point. We don't have any way to double check it either. First pitch in there to number 4 is going to be a strike called.
Now Zane Harding was started and was 0 for 1 And we're not sure here if this number 4 is Boston Madison or not.
Next pitch is outside and low, and it's 1-1. Well, you know, the first game is always very difficult because we don't know what the rosters are. We don't know what, you know, barely even knew where to go here.
We'll be on top of our A game tomorrow.
The next pitch was a little high. So it makes it ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers.
And we're certainly looking forward to that game tomorrow night.
Yeah, we will. So the baseball version of the Mason County Cup, which they don't have anymore. We had the soccer version of that last night. Shelton took North Mason 5-1.
Oh, wow.
Up there in Belfair last night. Pitch on the way, inside strike 2 called. Wow, that was really close. So 2-2 is the count. 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers here. Bottom of the 4th as the rain picks up again. I do expect this game to be called in the 5th, Jerry. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be wide straight back. And it'll be.
Well, if it continues like this, yes, you are absolutely right.
I mean.
Even though we have artificial field.
In the infield, and it's.
Infield. And it's very seldom you're ever going to see a game called here, either girls or boys.
It's those guys in the blue that get to make those decisions. Here's the next pitch is high, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers.
Yeah, they don't leave it up to us.
No. And it's all about safety.
Yeah.
If they shouldn't be playing in pouring down rain you can't see. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing, and that one's fouled off. Hit the game changer camera over there. And it's still 3-2. I'm going to buy a tent tonight, Jerry. A bigger tent. I will have a better tent for us tomorrow. Just so that we're not standing in this little tiny pop-up.
I should have been standing up sooner.
Well, I think I wasn't expecting this kind of weather. There's strike 3 called, and that'll do it for the Highclimbers here in the inning. So we head to the 5th inning of play. Klahowya 6, Shelton 1, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Klahowya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
5th inning, Jerry, 6-1.
Yeah, leading off for the Eagles will be number 10, the right fielder, Ulysses Williams. Ulysses is 0 for 2.
Sorry, I'm just updating my graphics here before I put them out.
We're now in the 5th.
We're now in the 5th, but we have to go at least, we got to go the full 5. Which means we have to hit to the 6th. This has just been almost miserable.
Well, we had a little break there.
A little break, and that's when the scoring happened, Jerry. So, did you notice that?
Yeah, I did.
So, Cahoon's still on the mound for the Highclimbers. And as Jerry mentioned, Williams is the batter to lead things off for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th inning as the rain comes down. And I gauge it by the puddle that I stand in. It's gone right now, Jerry, but it'll be back, I'm sure. Because the flow of the drainage comes right to where we sit, or stand in this case. Here's first pitch to Williams. High, ball 1.
Yeah, when I go to my meeting tonight, they're all going to laugh. Where have you been?
Yeah, Jerry's going to leave in about a half an hour or so.
Yeah.
Just to point it out, so I'll have to.
We're going to try to make it through the game.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'll limp through without him. It means I have to pack everything up without him, too. Oh, no.
Oh, geez.
Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be... How did that come up as a strike? It was a strike one, Jerry. Location was just right for this home plate umpire. So 1-1 the count to Williams.
Yeah, so far the Eagles have had 8 hits and 6 runs.
Here's the next pitch on the way, high and outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Williams.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what the grip is for the pitcher there. You know, are they able to hold on to that ball like they should be?
Sounds like the rain lightened up just a little bit. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2-2 the count to Williams.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch.
On deck for the Eagles is Hintz as pitch goes in the dirt there for ball 3. Count is full to Williams. I say dirt because that's just a habit. It's the turf.
Yeah.
It looks like dirt. It's the same color as dirt, but it's turf.
What a beautiful field, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
Great facilities here in Shelton, except for the broadcast facilities here. Pitch on the way, inside, and that's going to be a leadoff walk for Williams. So 1 on, nobody out for the Eagles here.
And now up is number 3, the catcher, Logan Hintz, and he is 0 for 2.
And we're going to time out. His pitching coach is going to come out and talk to Cahoon. No activity in the bullpen for the Highclimbers.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what grade Kingston is in. I'm going to say a freshman or sophomore.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. He's headed to the dugout, so his night is going to be done. Now, who comes in? It's going to have to be somebody who's out on the field, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it might be Jax Ward going to come in.
It looks like it. It looks like it's going to be.
Because we got another gentleman out there with the gear on for catchers, and I can't see who that is at this moment. He's going to come out. It's like 35, Jerry. I don't know. We'll check it out. Or is it 15? It's 15. So 15? That might be Drew Helser, if my information is right. So we're going to have a pitching change. Jax Ward is likely the guy coming out. But then again, let's just hold on here. Jerry, we got another substitution here. Oh, yeah, is this Jax coming out to the mound? Can't see. I'm used to seeing him with all his gear on, so
yeah,
it's kind of hard to say who he is. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
We have a new pitcher, Jerry. It's number 20.
Okay.
I don't know who that is, to be honest. See if I can't find it out for us. But we have a new pitcher for the Highclimbers, the number 20. Let me see. Trying to track it down for you folks. Oh, it's Carlson. According to this, it's Michael Carlson.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're good to go, I guess. So Carlson takes over on the mound. He's got a runner at first, nobody out. And he's facing whom, Jerry?
Yeah, now up is number
Logan-
3,
Logan
Logan
Hintz, all right.
Hintz, the
Right,
catcher.
okay.
And like we mentioned, he's 0 for 2.
Well, you mentioned.
Yeah, okay.
So runner at first base
You're
for
right,
the
you're right.
Eagles. They're leading 6-1. We're in the top of the 5th inning. New pitcher and a swing and a foul off the mini dome for strike 1. 1 on and nobody out for the Eagles here. I think my tent's leaking, Jerry. Just got some water on the back of my head. Pitch on the way, a swing, and another foul off. That's going to be strike 2. So 0-2. 2 Hintz. Williams over there at first base for the Eagles. Throw over to first. Ball popped out of the glove. And Jacoby goes over there and tracks it down.
Almost picked him off. It was close.
Very close. But it popped out of the glove, Jacoby's glove, at the last second, so he's safe. And I told you there'd be a puddle down here, Jerry.
Yeah, boy, I see that. Picks up pretty quick.
I told you it'd be here. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be ball 1, low.
1 on and no outs.
Yeah, the catcher is Drew Helser. It's a change. We expected Ward to be on the mound, but I think that they do the change pitching catchers per pitcher here. Here's a pitch on the way. Runner goes. That one's going to be fouled off, and so Williams is going to have to make the long trot back to first. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 1 on. Top of the 5th inning.
Oh, boy.
Now you're standing in the water. Told you. I'm moving us to a different location for our next broadcast, Jerry.
Okay.
As well as get a bigger tent. Pitch on the way. That one's popped up. Center field. Actually coming over from shortstop. Yeah, that would have been, that's Turnbow. Gets the out there. And the runner holds the first base. So 1 away for the Highclimbers here.
And now up is number 6, Evan Beaver. Evan Beaver, excuse me. And he's a left fielder, and he is 0 for 2.
1 away for the Eagles, pardon me to correct myself. Here's a pitch on the way. That's going to be just hitting that outside corner for strike 1. 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 the count to Beaver. Pitch on the way. A little bit too high that time for ball 1. 1-1. Pitch on the way. That's really high. Gets away from Helser, and Williams will head to second base. A little bit too high on that exchange.
Well, that could also be because of the weather, because of it, he just not able to grip it. I don't know.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Williams at second base. Here's a pitch on the way. Inside, and
a hit batsman.
It hit him.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Got him right on the edge of the sleeve there.
Enough to get him to first base. So 2 on, 1 out.
1 runner in scoring position.
That'll bring up number 8.
Yeah, number 8 is Josh Wood, the third baseman, and he is 0 for 2, Diedrich.
First pitch to Wood. He'll swing. He'll pop one. Is it playable? Nope. It's into the tennis courts behind us, so that's strike 1. So 1 out, 2 on.
Got a lot of umbrellas behind us.
We need one right here under our tent. My shoe's now getting wet. That's interesting. It's all right, Jerry. Don't worry about it. Here's a pitch on the way. Inside. That did brush the jersey a little bit of Wood. Umpire didn't see that. So it's 1-1 now on the count. Again, runner at first and second. One out, pitch on the way, and there's a ground ball. It's going to go foul at the third base line. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wood. So rain kind of picks up, holds off, picks up. It's inconsistent here. 6-1 is our score. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing, and that's going to be a line drive. Gets by the third baseman into left field, turning the corner and holding up at third base. So the bases are now loaded.
And a single, and that's a 9th hit for the Eagles. And now up is number 7, Braden Beeson. He is the second baseman, and he has got a single, and he was hit by a pitch.
So the bases are loaded for Beeson. 1 out. His team up 6-1 in the rain here in Shelton. Here's the pitch. It's going to be high, but hit that corner for strike 1. Yeah, Jerry, the water flows from my left to the right, just so you know.
You want to switch sides?
No, it's fine. Pitch on the way. You want to push these buttons?
No.
No, there you go. Okay.
I'll stay here.
Pitch was a ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 3 on. Nobody in as of yet for the Eagles. They're leading 6-1, top of the 5th. Coming to you from a rainy Highclimber field. Pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, center field. Back there is Carlson under it. Gloves it. 1 run's going to tag in and score. Makes it 7-1. Throw to second, though, and everybody's safe. So runners at first and second, and 1 run in.
Give Braden Beeson a RBI on that, and what a nice arm. You see how far he threw that ball to the catcher?
I did not, actually.
Wow.
I was looking at other action.
Golly bee, good arm.
There's 2 away now for the Eagles here in the 5th. They're up 7-1.
And now up is number 5, Carson Moore, the center fielder. And Carson is 2 for 3.
And the rain picks up again.
Yeah,
really coming down really
They're
happy.
going to have to
Pitch
call
on the
it.
way inside, and they're going to say strike 1.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're going to call at the end of the 5th inning. I can't believe.
They should. 1 run in, 2 out, 2 on for the Eagles here. There's a foul off third base line for strike 2, so 0-2 to Moore. So rain continues to fall here. 2 out, 1 in, 2 on. Runners at first and second for the Eagles. Pitch on the way. That's going to be behind Moore for ball 1.
Yeah, I think it's just he's just having a hard time out there with the wet head. And,
yeah, vision's got to be affected as well, I would think, with the rain coming down as hard as it is.
Yeah.
Here's a step off, and runners get back to their bases. It's Carlson on the mound for the Highclimbers in relief in the rain. Here's a pitch on the way. Swinging, that one's fouled off.
And Carlson did a nice job out in center field. Made some really nice catches.
Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, 2 out, 2 on, 1 in. 7-1 is their score. Eagles on top. And at bat, number 5, Carson Moore, who has a 1 ball, 2 strikes. That'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wood at first, Beaver at second, and that pitch was ball 3.
And the runners are going to be running, both runners.
So the count is full. 2 away, 1 in. Here's a pitch on the way. It's high, and that will load the bases again for the Eagles.
And that's the second walk given up this inning. And now up is number 2, the shortstop, Carson Languth.
Guth or Goose? I don't know.
I think you're right.
I don't know.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, I don't know, Jerry. You're the guy with all the information. Here's the first pitch to Languth. He'll swing and he'll pop one up the first base line. Out of play.
Nice try by the first baseman for Shelton.
Yeah, Moore tried to get to it, but it got to the woodshed before he could get to it.
And Carson is 2 for 2 and has a walk and has scored once. Yeah, it was a good effort there.
Well, wants to end it, get out of the rain, right?
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. That's a line drive. It'll be gloved there by Turnbell. Will throw to second for the out, and that'll end the inning. But the Eagles add one more. They lead 7-1, heading to the bottom of the frame. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Klahowya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
There we are. We are back heading to the bottom of the 5th inning of play. 7-1. Klahowya with the lead. Shelton coming up.
They had one run on 1 hit, 1 walk, and I believe 3 people left on base.
Correct, Jerry. Sorry, I'm just trying to update the graphics before I put them on the screen. I'm really surprised that they continued this game, but I'm sure after this inning,
said, yeah,
it'll be it.
Give them their chance in the 5th.
New pitcher for the Eagles is Carson Languth. See, did he pitch? He did pitch an inning against Central Kitsap. 4 earned runs on 3 hits with 2 walks. Just that's the information that I was able to find out on their little scrimmage the other day. They did lose that game 9-6.
So they split it?
Well, they do 2 innings or 3 innings
of each.
Yeah, it's not
with the 2 teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gunnar Jensen's leading things off, Jerry.
Yeah, and Gunner's our second baseman. He is 0 for 1, struck out back in the 2nd inning. Got to get some runners on.
Yeah, they're trailing by 6 runs here. But I don't know. I think they would call this at this point. Here's a pitch on the way. And strike 1 on the outside corner. Here's next pitch. Same spot, just a little bit outside there. 1-1. Next pitch on the way. That one gets away from the catcher for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. To Jensen. He'll step back in.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Thank you.
It's been like that the whole. Okay, so it's 2-2 now. I missed that. Somebody's trying to protect us here. Jerry, nice play. It's ball was fouled back, and it's 2-2 on the count.
Was I late on that?
Yeah, well, really late. A little high there.
Okay.
I'm worried about the electrical issues down here. Here's the next pitch on the way. Check swing. He went strike out there. So one away for the Highclimbers here in their half of the 5th inning.
And now up is number 20, Michael Carlson. And Michael is, is had a walk.
Had a walk. Okay.
Okay.
Here's first pitch to him. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. I'm almost thinking these umpires want to get this inning over as quickly as possible. Yeah. That was a little bit outside and high, but I don't blame him. I mean, this game's out of reach, really. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 cold.
I hate leaving you after this.
That's okay, Jerry.
I apologize.
Don't worry about it.
But I look forward to tomorrow night's game.
We'll have a better spot and a better tent and be drier.
Okay. You try so hard. Got it?
Need more time, but I don't have enough time. Here is the strikeout called there, so 2 away.
2 strikeouts in a row. And now up is number 12. And this is the third baseman, and I'm going to say it's Carl Turnbow. And if it is, he is 1 for 2. Got a single back in the third. Has one of the 2 hits for the Highclimbers.
Swings at the first pitch. He pops it up. It's going out of play off the first base line for strike 1. So 0-1 to Turnbow.
Okay.
I believe he's actually playing third base now, or shortstop. Double check that.
Thank you.
Either way, he's at bat, and that's all that matters right now, anyways, right?
Yeah. And we'll have those numbers correct tomorrow night. So.
Yeah. They have to. They can't use the same numbers they used last year. They have to mix things up on us. So 2 down, nobody on. 0-1 to Turnbow. Pitch on the way. That's right down the middle of the plate, but a little bit high for ball 1. So 1-1. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be right at the knees for strike 2. So 1-2 to Turnbow.
Hit that corner.
That's was it? I thought it was right at the knees in the middle of the plate.
Did it look okay?
That's what it looked like to me. I don't, Jerry. Here's the next pitch on the way. That's high for ball 2, so the count goes even to 2-2 to Turnbow. 2 out, nobody on. 7-1 is their score. Klahowya with the lead. Shelton at bat. Carl Turnbow waiting for the next pitch. It's going to be ball 3, so that'll go full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. Now the rain lightens up a little bit. Pitch on the way. And that will be a 2-out walk for Turnbow. So 1 on and 2 out.
And now up is Daniel Crossan. And Daniel is 0 for 2.
Okay. So 2 out, 1 on for the Highclimbers here, trailing the Klahowya Eagles 7-1. Weinguth on the mound. He'll throw over to first. Turnbow dives back safely. Back to the pitcher. Another throw over to first. I think he almost got him on that swipe there. Just back to the bag in time. Was Turnbow. He'll take another couple of steps. Crossan waiting for the first pitch to him. It's outside and low, ball 1. Oh, they're going to give Turnbow second base, Jerry. Is that a balk?
Yeah.
Okay. So Turnbow's over at second base. 2 out.
And Daniel Crosson is on up. And Jack Sword is on deck.
Actually, it's
Is it?
It's
Am I wrong? Yeah,
Helser on deck. I just look over there.
Thank you.
Turnbow takes his lead, 2 out. 1-0, actually 2-0 now. To Crosson. He'll step back in. Jerry keeps backing up. Pitch on the outside. There's 3 balls. Runner goes to third base, and they're going to get him. Turnbow got tagged out trying to take third on that bad pass. That's the game, folks. The final score, 7-1. We will take a quick timeout. We'll be back to wrap this thing up. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Kids learn by watching adults, so consume cannabis out of sight of young people. And be a Mason County kid's greatest influence. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could
This
tell you
is
that it's
Mason Web
marathoning
TV,
movies
powered
on
by
your favorite
HCC.
streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
What's the final here at Highclimber Field? 7-1, the final score. I'm just bring that up to you in just a moment here. As rain comes down in. Bring that up. 7-1, the final score. Let's see here. We'll give you some totals in the recap tomorrow, as the things are just too wet to try and figure out. Sheets of paper are gone. And I gotta get to the right sheet to let you know. Let's see here. Next up for the Highclimbers, they have a quick turnaround to host North Mason tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We'll have that game for you. Eagles take on Cross Point Friday night at Kitsap County Fairgrounds. I believe that's a 7 o'clock first pitch, if I remember right. As mentioned, our next broadcast is tomorrow as Shelton baseball team hosts to North Mason. First pitch again is 4 o'clock. And that will do it for our opening day. Very wet one. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his help with today's broadcast. Final score again, Klahowya 7, Shelton 1. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You have been watching High School Sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Bye. Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.